Hi there, happy Friday. Last week I had done a talk about how to attract, or one of the mistakes that people make that makes them attract what they don't want, or the opposite of what they don't want into their lives. And one of the things that we do is that we start to say, well, I'm going to be okay if what I want doesn't happen, or I'm going to make myself feel okay if I don't get what I want. And I was saying that that's really the opposite of what you actually want to do if you're trying to attract something in your life, because it creates a energy towards what you actually don't want as opposed to what you do want. So in response to this practice of being able to trust that what you want is on its way to you, and being able to feel that what you want is actually on its way to you, I had used the example of love last week. Being able to trust, if you're looking for a relationship, that love is on its way to you, as opposed to trying to make yourself be okay that you'll be single for the rest of your life. So one of my friends and partners and members of the group had actually asked about trust, and how is it that we trust when situations or people may not always align with trust. How do we trust that what we want is on its way to us, and how do we trust even that love is on its way to us? So I wanted to specifically talk about trust and what trust is all about. And when we think about trust, I think we often think about trusting a situation or trusting other people. And really, when I talk about trust, especially as it relates to intentional living or manifestation work, it's really about trusting yourself, and trusting yourself in your ability to become resilient and to be resilient to adversity. And so we're not setting our life up to never face adversity or to never go through disappointment, but we're trusting that whatever adversity or setbacks we experience, we can be resilient to, we can learn from, and it can strengthen us in our path towards purpose. So I'll give you an example of a woman that I was speaking with yesterday who has identified her mission and her purpose to be able to advocate and empower minority women, or women that have experienced exclusion, poverty, inequality, and she wants to work with these women to empower them against these adversities. Meanwhile, in her own life, she's experiencing adversity, and she keeps asking the question, why am I experiencing this adversity? And I thought it was really a good example of how, in this woman's experience, her work is showing up for her in the challenges that she's facing in her personal life. So it's the same thing for us in being able to be resilient, that we can start to look at our challenges or the adversity that we face as part of the things that are necessary for us to become clear about our purpose and the work that is here for us in our purpose. So I love the statement that the issue or the problem or the thing to overcome in any given situation is how you perceive yourself in the situation, as opposed to anything outside of you, the situation itself or other people. The most important issue to look at in a given situation is how you are experiencing yourself in that situation. And more often than not, when we're experiencing a negative emotion, we're also telling ourselves a story that puts ourselves in the center of responsibility for that situation. And when we are putting ourselves in the center of a situation or an issue, we're often experiencing ourselves as being victimized by that situation, or that something's happening to us, or that it's our fault. And when we do that, we often are not perceiving ourselves as empowered to change the situation by shifting our own internal experience of the situation. So when you shift how you perceive yourself in the situation itself has the space to be able to evolve. So this is my practice for you about not just attracting what you want into your life, but specifically about how you relate to challenges and how you can begin to trust through adversity. It's not through trusting the situation or trusting other people. It's about trusting yourself and your ability to be resilient. Let me know how this goes for you. Ask me questions, share the video. I look forward to hearing how you experience this, and I will look forward to seeing you guys next time.